Hi folks, hope you're doing well today. Now, is crypto in a big bubble? Well, it clearly was before because the prices had gone so high. But what about now? We're in kind of tough times, and I think that there are some serious things that are going to happen within crypto within the next 1 year to 2 years down the line. So, this video is majorly focused around cash flow because at times like now, people are going to need a high amount of cash flow to get through increasing prices and so on and so forth. Now, at the moment, the thing holding crypto back is the availability to use crypto for everyday transactions. For this, that, and the other, buying your groceries from the supermarket, or paying for your rent, or paying for your electricity, or your car payments, your PCP payments. Now, as far as I know, correct me if I'm wrong, but cryptocurrency cannot be used for these type of things. And that is a major drawback because when people are very low on cash, they need to sell assets in order to purchase the things that they need to live on. So when people sell assets, let's see what kind of assets people have, right? So people will have things like their car, they will have things like their house, they will have investments, right? They might even have things, you could also class TVs and laptops and mobile phones into that sort of asset category as well. But you kind of use your mobile phone on a day-to-day basis, so it's not something you're really going to want to sell. Likewise, your house, you're not really going to want to sell that unless you have to. And your car as well, if you need that to get to and from work, you're not going to want to sell that. So what are you going to sell? You're going to sell your investments. And you're going to look at what sort of investments have done well, what sort of investments have done badly. And normally what people do is they sell the investments that are doing the worst. And I kind of predict that more people are going to be selling their cryptocurrency in order to pay for real life, real world things, like your bag of frozen peas or, a couple of beers from the supermarket or going out with friends for a meal. And you're going to sell your cryptocurrency to pay for stuff like that because your money is being eaten away at other things, like your electricity bills have gone up, so you've got less money for that. You're going to need more money from elsewhere. So it's all about cash flow. And so we can see this in motion as well. So let's have a look. You can see this is the year-to-date Bitcoin price chart, and you can see we've kind of hit a little range of about 20,000 US dollars. Now, I'm in the UK, I'm Scottish, but we're going to do this in dollars because that's the kind of the sort of system that everybody's using. I mean, Bitcoin is the most traded cryptocurrency, and US dollars is the most traded currency. It's the kind of reserve currency of the world. So that's why we're going to look at Bitcoin to dollars. And you can see that it looks like a lot of the big players started to get out around about May, June, July, and they have kind of sold out, and the Bitcoin price is kind of stabilized around about 20,000. Now, I'm not an expert, I'm not a trender, I don't hold any cryptocurrency, but what my expertise is in analyzing the economy and seeing really what is going to happen, and it's this cash flow crunch that we're seeing where people have less money. And that money has to come from somewhere else. And that money is going to come from crypto. And it's not that the biggest thing here is that it's not just regular people like you and I that are going to be selling out. I mean, that's not going to make too much of a difference. It is the big companies that are going to have to sell out to pay their debts or to pay their running of their business, to pay their staff, their salaries. And we can see this in motion. So have a look at this, right? Argo blockchain. You might know of these guys. They absolutely exploded during the coronavirus crisis when people were investing in cryptocurrency. They had loads of money, so they were just plowing it all in. And Argo Blockchain decided to build a business around mining cryptocurrency. And you will be able to see that over 5 years, you can see this absolute explosion. And I mean, the stock price was like a cryptocurrency itself. It's just incredible how much it went up. I mean, I wish I'd known about this when it was about 5 pence, because the stock price shot up to around about 300 pence, which is an absolutely phenomenal increase. And I don't even know what that is. You guys can calculate that, 5 pence to to 300 in terms of an increase. It's an awful lot. Sounds like about 6,000% or something, but could even be more than that, probably more than that. And since then, the share price has just come crashing back down. So there was a couple of big events that happened there. Argo Blockchain purchased a lot of mining equipment because that was what their business was all about. They were going to mine Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a bunch of other cryptos as well. And Ethereum moved from proof of work to proof of stake, which meant that lots of Argo Blockchain's mining equipment became redundant overnight, and they have taken a massive loss on that equipment. They've sold it off. But the reality is they still have to pay real-world costs. They have to pay the rent of their buildings for their warehouses. They have to pay their staff. They have to pay their electricity, their bills, and they have to pay that in real-world fiat currency. They can't do that in Bitcoin or Ethereum. So they make money with crypto. They make money by holding crypto, by mining crypto. But the only way for them to then pay for real-world goods is by converting that crypto, by selling it, and converting that into fiat currency, which they then use to pay their bills. So this is the big issue, is that when prices go up, when prices of crypto go up, everything's kosher, everything's happy, everyone can pay their bills because they're just liquidating their crypto when they need it, but the price is still going up, so they're making money, everyone's making money. And when the price comes down, like it has done now, they're forced to sell at a very cheap price. They're making less money because they've got less crypto, and they're having to sell off their assets, and they're making less money from less mining, and they're having to sell even more crypto because the prices are going up, inflation's going up, but the crypto prices are going down, and it's a vicious spiral. And I think this is only the start. We're only just seeing this now. So it's definitely something to watch out for and be very wary of, because I foresee this as being a bigger thing than most people think. So that's it in motion. This it could be the start of it, and it's going to happen to everybody that's got investments in this cryptocurrency, unless there is a way for it to very quickly sort of come into use into the economy. If you could pay for stuff using cryptocurrency, it wouldn't be such a big issue, because you wouldn't need to liquidate any of it. You would just use it, you would trade it. But now people need to use it, and specifically companies need to use it. They need to transfer it into fiat currency by selling it. So let me know what you think about that. I really do see this as being a thing, and I do see this kind of impacting and sort of limiting the upper price that cryptocurrency could face. So the one thing that could actually flip things round is if we don't go into too big a recession, if the world kind of comes out of it quite easily, then we could see a flow of money back into crypto. But as I said, I'm no expert. I just really enjoy looking at cash flow and the money cash flow of the world. And you've got to see these things. When these things are happening, you've got to understand what is going on. It's a very big sort of world, powerful forces going on with the world's money, and all investments will change because of it. And it looks like there's going to be pressure on crypto. So that's it, guys. That's it for today. Feel free to check 2 more of my videos. They are in there. Definitely subscribe for more content. I'll do some on crypto, some on property, some on investments, some on how to save. So follow along for that, and I will see you on the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon.